Now, I'll be completely honest, some of these projects actually got me a little excited. A Green Lantern show starring Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart has so much potential of being great. Being like a space cop show that explores the rich history of the Green Lanterns, like the Blue Lanterns, Red Lanterns, Sinestro Corps, the Manhunters, and all that.
Oh, how cute. He thinks that the Green Lantern show is gonna explore all of that. Man, if only he knew who was involved with this. The DC Universe, filled with the most iconic characters like Peacemaker, Weasel, and Superman, but nobody knows who that is. Gosh, it's gonna be almost 2 years since I uploaded that James Gunn video, and man, oh man, it was pretty divisive. So James Gunn's DC Universe recently started with the first 2 episodes of Creature Commandos, and from what I've seen so far, it looks okay. But man, it's going to be very confusing for a lot of people, considering that the Suicide Squad and Peacemaker are now canon to this new universe because James Gunn made those, and he decides what gets transferred to his new universe and what doesn't. So even though the Suicide Squad and Peacemaker were set in the DCEU, the old universe that was created by Zack Snyder is no longer part of that. Same events happen, but some things are retconned. So technically, the Suicide Squad and Peacemaker and Blue Beetle are the first 3 projects in the DCU, I guess. You know, I don't know. It's all fucking confusing. Like, James Gunn has no idea what is canon or not yet. Like, is Shazam 2 canon, considering that his wife was in that? Black Adam sure isn't canon, considering that The Rock is no longer involved in the DC universe. And his wife was in that too. At the beginning of The Flash, he changed the timeline and everything, so it makes sense. The Flash movie didn't even help explain the changes of the new universe. All we know is that George Clooney is Batman in that universe, and he's for sure not going to be Batman in James Gunn's new timeline. So, the Flash ending is fucking bullshit. It doesn't fucking matter. So yeah, with Creature Commandos being the first DCU project, I don't think this was a good way to start off this new universe. Like, yeah, it's getting good reviews apparently, but honestly, this should not have been the first thing to come out. Why? Because 1, it's a lesser known property. Nobody knows who the Creature Commandos are. 2, it's animated, and with animation, it's doesn't get as much attention as like live action. And it's unfortunate, but it's true. Animation doesn't get as much attention. Some people consider animation associated for kids only, and yeah, I disagree, of course, but that's unfortunate. Like, nobody pays much attention to animation. And the ratings, we'll see how it goes. But funny enough, not many people are talking about this. Not many people are talking about it on Twitter X or anywhere, really. So, we'll see. But really, though, the thing that will make or break the DCU is Superman. 2025 will determine the fate of the DCU. Superman, so far, looks pretty good. Like, behind the scenes stuff, I like what I'm seeing. And even if the film is good, it's really the box office numbers that matter the most. I mean, Warner Brothers is in debt right now, and they need hits. And they've gotten a couple with Barbie, but even with Barbie, I don't think they got much out of that film. And Joker 2 this year flopped miserably and well-deserved. Fuck that movie. But like I said, Superman, it looks great so far. The casting has been top-notch. Like, everyone looks perfect for the role. And if it does succeed, then great. But let's look at the other stuff that he's doing. Lanterns. Oh boy. I was very excited when they announced this. I wanted them to bring in Jon Stewart for a long time, and we're finally getting it. And the casting has been really good so far too. Kyle Chandler is a perfect choice for Hal Jordan. I mean, yeah, he's older, and they're going with an older Hal Jordan, which is a problem for a lot of people, but hey, I mean, we'll see how it goes. And the guy that plays Jon Stewart, I don't know anything about this guy. I've heard he's great and all, so we'll see. But, oh man, from everything that I've been hearing about Lanterns, how James Gunn describes it, I am concerned. And also, Damon Lindelof and Tom King are involved in this fucking show. For those of you that don't know, Damon Lindelof was involved with Lost, and he was involved with the Watchmen sequel series on HBO. And Tom King, which he's known for obviously making Batman a bitch, and he also killed off Alfred. Yeah, I'm not excited for this anymore. Oh, man.
When you say grounded, how grounded, like, are we going to see superhero like costumes? Are we going to, or is that, like, are we stripping it down?
I think grounded, just like, if Green Lanterns were real, what the fuck would they be and how would they be? The story, the thing that keeps getting out is it's a terrestrial story,
Right.
And I'm like, yeah, because it's on Earth. The story takes place on Earth. Everybody's like, oh, we don't want to see their outer space. They fly with rings. We don't want to see And I'm like, yeah, they're on Earth for the story, like most Green Lantern stories. It's terrestrial bound.
Right.
It's not in outer space, We don't have 1,000 Green Lanterns, all that stuff. And it's like, it's a grounded story that's being told through another lens.
A grounded Green Lantern story? Really? Really? You're going to do a grounded Earth Green Lantern story? Are you fucking serious? When you have so much fucking lore that you can explore. You have the Red Lanterns, the Blue Lanterns, Yellow Lanterns, the fucking Manhunters. Like, so many things you can do with Green Lantern, and this is what you fucking do? Really? And then we also have Supergirl Whammon of Tomorrow, which also has Tom King involved. We'll see how it goes. It has the chick from House of the Dragon, so hey, I think it's good casting. We'll see. And then there's The Authority, which, apparently now it's going to be animated from what I'm hearing. I guess, but honestly though, if they're still doing it live action, I think Matthew Vaughn would be a great choice to direct this. He's just perfect for it. You also have Batman Brave and the Bold, which this and Booster Gold are not even close to being done pre-production wise. Those two films, yes, it's another fucking Batman reboot, but hey, as long as you get fantastical Batman, I'm getting sick of grounded Batman, so if we get fantastical Batman, fuck yeah. And Booster Gold, which is a character I actually really like, and I hope it's good. If there's one thing that James Gunn is really good at, is bringing in obscure characters on the big screen. He's done it with Guardians, and he's done it with Peacemaker. But the way he writes them with wacky, stupid humor that sometimes does not land is going to be concerning, especially since he's involved with almost every project. And yes, he's not writing all of them, but he's still involved. He has the final say. And if every obscure character is going to be wacky and stupid and saying awful jokes, then there's going to be some fatigue. There's going to be some James Gunn fatigue. So the life of James Gunn's DC universe all depends on Superman. That is the big one. And if it fails, I think it's fucking done. But we shall see. Anyways, I will end the video off here. Like and subscribe. And as always, let's hug it out.